All right, my Cancers, welcome to Tarot in White Oracle, where we get in the cloud to see what we see. This is your mirror soul reading for Cancer, how you're going to be mirroring with your twin soul or mirror soul. Remember, it's one soul or one soul frequency in two different bodies, two different experiences. And this reading is to help you see better what to focus on in yourself and also what is going on with your mirror soul, and to help you better align with yourself. So we're going to go ahead and dive into current energies, current feelings, blockages, advice, intentions, actions, and what you need to focus on. Remember, we also do deep dives on Saturdays of you and your person. I do focus on soul tribe, soulmate, and soul twins in all of my readings. So all of the readings that I do are linked together. And I do short generals throughout the week so you can catch up on what's going on with your person weekly. So we're going to go ahead and pull for the masculine energy first, and then we will get into the feminine energy. For your overall energy, I do see here, bring love into the situation. So there's a strong reminder in your overall energy that love is what you need to bring into the situation. When I was meditating, I was hearing, this is not the end of the story. And I was also hearing never ending story. So that might resonate for some of you. Maybe it's a favorite movie, but it's also just an indication that this isn't the end, that things go round and around, especially in mirror soul connection. So let's go ahead and get a little bit deeper, and then I will draw for our feminine energy as well. I do see that bring love into the situation there's a strong energy around not looking back, moving forward. It's about progress, because that's what the Aquarius is all about. And there's a strong sense also that it's not what you know, but whom you know. And you need to detach from the situation, think outside the box, be pragmatic. And you can improve your karma by doing charitable work. So those are all the messages that come through on the moon in Aquarius energy. We're going to go ahead and draw for the feminine energies. So I also do see that for the masculine, we have you know the way. Trust your intuition on this journey. So there's a strong sense of that you know the path that's right for you. Listen to your instinct, listen to your intuition, what your soul is telling you, because that's going to be the best guide for you. Especially as you are bringing love into the situation. Like, you know when you're doing something and it doesn't feel right. You know when you're doing something and it feels good to you. And so this is an encouragement of listening to your inner guidance when it's telling you what's good for you, and to follow that, because your inner guide is letting you know what you need to do in this journey. And it's a very difficult journey for those that are involved in this. Of course, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically. Very strong, intense journey with your mirror soul or twin soul. For the feminine energy side, we do get warrior woman. So have you answered your deepest calling? There's a strong sense of remembering to listen to your inner self. The masculine knows the way and trusts your intuition, and the feminine needs to listen to her deepest calling within, because she's already that warrior woman. She's already that strength. She already has it within. So both of your messages are really around listening to your inner self and bringing love into the connection. What I get for both of your current energies is a strong sense of the Page of Cups and the High Priestess. So we do have the Page of Cups for the masculine energy. This is, she's staring at a fish in the cup. You might be connecting to a Pisces. This is a strong energy around wanting to start something fresh, wanting to bring that love. That's exactly what we were getting here, to bring love into the situation. It's like the masculine wants to bring love into the situation. That's what his current energy is. And he's feeling in the connection like this is a dream come true, a wish fulfillment. This is everything I've ever wanted. There's a dream quality to this connection. So beautiful energy for the feminine. Her energy in the current energy is the High Priestess, but it's reversed. So it's like she's not listening to her deepest calling. She's not listening to her inner self. So it's, again, an advice around listening to what you know within to be true. And she's feeling like there's a disalignment in this connection. Maybe she's feeling really moody, or this connection is making her moody. It could be also because a lot of times as you're getting closer and mirroring each other more and more, there's more friction, more is triggered within one or both people, and it really gets you out of place. So that's what she's feeling currently in the connection. So what I get for blockages, the masculine is the perfectionism trap. So this is, of course, your current energy, and as it will flow over the next 30 days, what the masculine will be working on is seeking flawlessness leads to self-sabotage, embrace progress over perfection. And his advice around that is the Ace of Wands. And his past energy in this connection is the Hermit reversed. So there's a sense that the masculine was turning inward a lot, and maybe even taking time to himself, too much time to himself in the past, because he felt like he didn't have the ability to show up the way that he wanted, the way that he believed should be perfect in this connection. But he's coming around out of his shell. And, you know, when this is in the upright, you're listening to your... Sorry, a little fly was flittering around. I had to stop that. So in this energy, there's a strong sense of, you know, when it's in the upright, the Hermit, it's like you're taking time to yourself. You're finding that guidance that you need. You're listening to your inner self, right? So the past energy, though, was perhaps he was doing that, but he's coming out of that. And he's maybe needing more time to really figure that out for himself, because it says trust your intuition on this journey. So there's a sense that maybe you didn't take enough time, or you didn't take the time you needed to tap into your inner intuition. And you may also be coming out of your shell as well. But there's an encouragement around knowing that possibilities and potentials lay before you. And it doesn't have to be perfect in order for those potentials and possibilities to be there. Oftentimes it's important to just take a path and learn from the path that you're taking before you. On the feminine, we get our past energy and advice around the shadow's gift. Within darkness lies wisdom. The pain you've endured is shaping you into someone stronger. So there's a sense that the pains of your past are what makes you a lot stronger. And the advice is the Eight of Wands. So this is all around taking that action, making things happen, communicating. A lot of times it can be also telepathic communication with your mirror soul. But you've endured a lot of pain, and so don't let it stop you, is what I'm hearing. You learn from that and you keep pushing forward. The past energy between you two, or what connects you to is the Six of Pentacles. So the past energy feels it feels like the feminine has been giving and trying to make sure that her masculine has enough, trying to make sure that her masculine is being taken care of. And there's a sense of her waiting for him to also take care of her. And maybe sometimes she has to wait a bit too much, especially if he has been in his shell. What I do get for intentions and actions, the intentions of the masculine is the Queen of Pentacles. So he will be focusing on his feminine, on how to ground this, how to make this serious, more real, committed. His intention is to commit, to have something serious and real with his feminine. He may be connecting to a strong earth sign. For me, this is a very strong Capricorn, but can also be Taurus energy. So this is his intention. As the intention for the feminine is the Four of Cups. So she intends maybe to spend a bit more time thinking than she needs to, a bit more time withdrawing within herself, within her own pain. And, you know, there is a warning around that your pain is shaping you, but don't let it consume you. But to move forward is the advice. So what we get for your actions, the masculine is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is divine timing coming in at play, giving you fortune, putting you on your right path, your positive path. You may feel very fortunate, like lucky in this connection to be connected with this person. There's a strong sense of so the masculine's action is connected to divine timing, the right timing in this. And there'll be a new cycle occurring with you two together, but it will be when it is right. Because this is all about when the movement coming together after being separated, coming together, is when you two are a bit more aligned, a bit more grown, a bit more learned. And every time you come together, you're checking each other out to see how much you've learned, how much you've grown, and the mirroring effect occurs again. And if there's still more to grow, you push each other back out. So for many of you, you may be in separation, you're coming back together again. For a few of you, if you are still in union right now, this is an energy of another cycle occurring within the cycle that you're already in. And so there's a sense of, while you're together, there's another cycle of learning that will be occurring within the cycle that you're in with your person. So for the feminine energy, in terms of actions, I do see the King of Cups. So a reversed energy, it's like she is getting stuck in her pain and she's going to be feeling very overwhelmed, and her intention is to withdraw, take a step back, because she has a lot of emotion that is building up and overwhelming her. So let's go ahead and get an advice, or sorry, what you should focus on. It is an advice on what to focus on from the masculine side, and then from the feminine side. So we do get the Magician. So the masculine is being encouraged to focus on manifesting the things that he wants in life. To remember that he's powerful, that he's capable, that he's able. And to not get lost in making sure everything's perfect, just manifest it. He has two powerful energies around advice and what to focus on, which is all about getting in. You have the power. You just need to make it happen. You have all the ability of all the potential, all the possibility, all the capability, all the ability to manifest what you want in life and in this connection. So focusing on your ability, focusing on what you're capable of, and forgetting to make it perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so because as we move forward, we learn from our mistakes. We build a boat, we take it to the water, we realize, oh, there's a plank over here, a piece of wood over here that needs to be sanded down more. There's a little hole on this end, we need a little bit more plaster. Things are never perfect, but you need to move forward, otherwise you get stuck. And as you move forward, you learn, you grow, and things become stronger and better. So let's get one focus advice for our feminine side, for our divine feminine Cancers. Remember, this can also be the counterpart. This is divine masculine and this is divine feminine Cancers, but this can also be her counterpart or his counterpart. So this is the Chariot in reverse. So the focus is on being still and knowing the purpose of things, knowing your inner wisdom, knowing God, knowing source, being still and knowing, which is really important because the other energy we get up top with her current is she's not sure what she knows. She's not tapped into her knowing, her intuition. So there's an encouragement around being still and knowing. And so she needs to take that time to soothe her moodiness, her lack of connection within herself, the pain that she's letting consume her, so she's withdrawing and becoming overwhelmed. Be still and know. All right, so this is what we have for our divine masculine, divine feminine Cancers for the next 30 days. Remember, we do a collective on Fridays. We dive really deep into your person's feelings, thoughts, and wants. On Saturdays, of course, we have our Mirror Soul on Sundays, which you are on right now. And like, share, subscribe, and comment. I would love to hear from you and what's going on in your connection. And I will see you guys in 30 days.